Purpose determines your boundaries. Things you can't do, jokes you can't crack, things that can't get your attention. It determines your boundaries. This is not what I want a trophy for, not this one. Not this one. Eh? Not this one. I had to choose early. It's the bane of people who have the gifting of David. When David has like 7 talents, what do? You can write, you can sing, you can play the instrument, you are a shepherd, you are a hunter, you are a prophet, you are a king. You can't be everything. Purpose determines your boundaries so that you can streamline your energy. Come on, I get what I'm saying. You can say, okay, this is what the Lord will use to announce me. This is my own destiny. Learn it ahead of time and give it your best. I was an undergraduate when I made up my mind. I will burn the midnight oil so much that when I hold the microphone to preach on any platform, even if when I was climbing, you despised me because of my stature, when I start talking, I gave myself a target. At 21, there will be no platform in the world that I will have the honor and the privilege to preach and my knees will buckle. I gave myself that target. I gave myself that target. It cost a lot. There were months I read 25 books, 30 books, 1 month. See, when someone else is just gallivanting, allow them. We don't have the same priorities. We're not going the same way. Are you listening to me? Decide for yourself now. Decide for yourself. Purpose protects you. You will see some people fooling around and it won't move you. It won't move you. Lamentations chapter 3 verse 27. I don't know if you've ever read the book of Lamentations before. If you haven't, at least once, I lament for you. I'm like, you have to preach. All right. Read Lamentations chapter 3 verse 27. Listen, and you see, it's called lamentation. He's lamenting. This is a cry of a prophet. Everybody read together, 1, 2, go. It is good for a man to bear the yoke in his youth. Read it again, 1, 2, go. Preach it to the person by your side. It is good that you bear your yoke in the... Now is the time. 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 One thing I discovered early is this. If you stand in front of any door, doors don't discriminate. If you have the key, it will open. It won't look at your age. If you have the key, it will open. Have the key, it will open. Let no one despise your youth. Paul told Timothy. Be an example of the believers in word, in conversation, in charity. Listen, these were my meditations as an undergraduate. If you despise me, it's only a matter of time. The joke will be on you. It will be on you. It will be on you. Because there is a level of investment that is hard to ignore for long. It is visible to the blind, audible to the deaf. Let's not lie. At least he works hard. We may not like him. We may not like her. But let's give it to her. Are you listening to me? Look at Ephesians chapter 5 verse 16. Another prophetic charge. I'll read it from here. It says, redeeming the time because the days are evil. And this is a prophetic metaphor. It means to buy back time from the things that waste it, from the things that cause it to suffer loss. Buy back time. Redeem the time. Buy back time. When you wake up in the morning and before you know it is evening. You were playing a game and you said, I will stop after the next one. Let me tell you something. There are some seasons. See, let me tell you something. In your planting season, give no room for distraction. Don't keep it in the house and be disciplined. Dash it out. Bear your yoke in your youth. Do you know what that means? It means, oh my God, because you see, effort is measured by mileage. Are you listening to me? Not by age, but by mileage. Let me tell you something. There are people, please don't get me wrong. For the sake of illustration, I need to teach like this. If you are discerning, see my heart, there is no iota of pride. It is just the fact. There are people who who have been in ministry 25 years that I have more mileage than. If you are buying a vehicle, you know you cannot just judge by, okay, it's 2012 model. 2012 model might have worked more than 2018 model. You know that, don't you? I am letting you know there is knowledge mileage. Some of us, you know, I think I was telling one of my research assistants, I don't like ChatGPT. I love it. It's a blessing. But somehow, I feel like technology is leveling everything. We've been reading books for years. Then you just put prompts. Then we have the same info. No, I don't like it. Are you listening to me? I think despite my schedule, I've read 6 books this year. It's smaller than usual, but I'm trying. If you understand my schedule, you know that that's remarkable. Bear your yoke in your youth. Are you listening to me? All right, let's move on. Let's talk about your assignments. And by assignments, I mean the task that you are going to call your career. That's what I mean by assignments, your career. How are you going to serve the world? How are you going to contribute to society? On what are you going to expend your energy? That's what I mean. Can I talk to you? Are you ready for what I'm about to say? Some of you need to hear this. See, as children of God, we involve God in everything. Everything. We pray about everything. We ask God about everything, and rightly so. But you see, there are some things that even if you don't get a clear instruction, biblical responsibility demands that you take a legal and responsible action. What I'm saying is this: you don't have to hear God specifically telling you what job to do. Let me tell you something. God must help you in a society, in a country like this, in an economy like this. See, don't just wait till you graduate to figure out what you will do. God, see, pray, research. By the time you graduate, especially at the time that the world is, are you aware that by the time you finish studying what you are studying, what you studied is obsolete? What you studied is obsolete. In the next 5 years, we may not need accountants. Oh, you don't know? See, let me tell you something. It is part of prophetic gifts to have foresight. Foresight. Just have plan B. Just have plan B. Are there not several jobs that are already obsolete? Journalism has been democratized. You know that, don't you? Somebody can reporting live. They'll just on Instagram. That's all. That's what you went to school for. There was a time you had to go there, show your ID card, and take videos. Now Nobody's going to wait for you to enter transport and go there. Someone will give live feed. Gen Z will be there. You know now. If I ask one after the other, how do you get your news? You'll be shocked. Many people don't get their news from traditional media anymore. When was the last time you held or even saw newspaper? Eh? By the way, if your children are still attending schools where during their special programs they will still sit on the table and read newspaper, just know they are not the leaders of tomorrow. Just remove them from that school. Remove them from that school immediately. Laugh, but hear what I'm saying. No? Listen to me. Some text that should come to mind. Number one, in all labor there is what? In all what? Labor there is what? Proverbs chapter 14 verse 23. Nowhere in the Bible did you see that Paul had a trance and an angel telling him tent making. That's the business to do. See, let me tell you something. When you're studying the Bible, it seems like God is indifferent what you do for money. If it is legal and it can put food on the table, do it. Literally, the Bible says in Ecclesiastes 9:10, whatever your hand finds to do, do it. Do it. Do it. The Bible says, study to be quiet and do your own business. 1 Thessalonians 4:11. 1 Thessalonians 4:11. I'm headed somewhere. So now, how do you know what career choice to choose? Number one, I'm going to tell you something, and this is unconventional, but it's a fact in history. Number one, if you start early, you can experiment. That's the privilege of starting early. That's the privilege of starting early. Now is the time to start business and fail. Can I tell you something? When you have children, the margin of error has reduced. Eh? That's not when you want to form, what's the name of the person that invented light bulb? That he said he failed 999 times. Oh, your wife will first deal with you. This is the time to start. Please, are you listening to me? Especially in a nation like this, my friend. I know you are learning something sophisticated in school. Learn trade, though. You may need it. You may need it. Just have something on the side and give it your best. Literally cast your bread on many waters. So, see, there are many multinationals that what they set out to do is not what they eventually started doing. Many. So even business geniuses don't always know. Are you aware? Listen, research it when you get home. The microwave was designed by accident. By accident. Go and research it. So see, it's part of dominion as a child of God. You just be curious about how stuff works. Try things out. And then number two, you see, there's a mistake a lot of people make. Is it everywhere you can plant rice? Answer me. It means that prosperity has a lot to do with your environment. When you want to choose your career, study the environment. Study the environment. Study the environment. Right now, what are the great opportunities to serve mankind in this country? And then also, because right now will be very misleading in this fast evolving world. Where is the world going? Where is the world going? Where is the world going? How can I position myself strategically for new trends, new inventions that will make me a master in the future? And then when you study all those opportunities, now look at how they intercept with your own capabilities. And that's where you position yourself. Are you listening to me? That's important. That's important. Listen to me. I discovered something upon studying the Bible. See, as great as moral sins are, they are not the greatest sins in the spirit realm. Listen to me carefully. As great as moral sins are, they are not the greatest sins. See, let me tell you something. Murder is grave. Adultery is grave. Stealing is grave. They are not the worst sins. See, if you are looking from a humanistic standpoint, why should God prefer David to Saul? Saul never killed anyone's husband and took the wife. How come David is the man after his heart? When you study the Bible carefully, you see, listen, the priorities of God are slightly different. Yes, he's a holy God, but even holiness, there is a deeper context to holiness. As important as moral perfection is, there is a deeper context to holiness. Study what I'm saying. I'm saying carefully. Listen to me. The biggest sin any human being can commit is to stray from purpose. And I'm going to prove it to you. The biggest sin any human can commit is to stray from purpose. Let me show you the biggest sins in the Bible. Number one, the angels that kept not their first estates. Does that text sound familiar to you? They are reserved in change. So listen, I told you purpose determines your boundaries. When God created angels, he said this is your scope, this is your modus operandi. When they strayed from that, it was a grave offense. The angels that kept not their first estates. When one in Ezekiel said, I will be like the Most High, I will ascend my throne. Let me tell you something. If God has determined this is the platform from whence you will shine, if you think that you want more glory observing other people and you stray from your purpose, it's graver than you realize. It can put you in bigger problem than fornication. I'm telling you based on the precedents of the Bible. Obedience is better than sacrifice. When God tells a king that he put in power, go there, do this, do this, do this, and you come back with your own ideas. See, purpose is a big deal. And let me tell you something, the things that are big to God might be small to you. If God said, spread across the earth, be fruitful, multiply, and then you, because you want to build your own civilization, you said you will build a tower that will touch the heavens instead of spreading. When you read that from a human standpoint, what is wrong? When God says you can eat of every tree of the garden, don't touch this one. Purpose determines your boundaries. Are you listening? Are you getting it now? Those were the biggest sins in the Bible. The ones that God will not forgive. Purpose determines your boundaries. Man, marry woman, have children, multiply. Angels, no marriage. Genesis 6, angels saw the daughters of men that they were fair, and they took for themselves wives. See, let me tell you something. God can destroy everything when you stray from purpose. Everything. That was the reason for the flood. Are you listening to me? It is a bigger, graver issue than you realize to stray from purpose. How does it relate in society? Before I talk about salvation, I'm coming to that. So the same way, the same marriage that God is telling humans, be fruitful, multiply, it is not permitted for angels to do that. When they tried to do that, they were judged. Why? Because God has sovereignly determined it is for humans, not for angels. Don't argue with the sovereign. That is his design. Because he is God, he gets to do as he pleases. Stay in your estate. Keep your estate. Keep the boundaries. And the same way, if God says man and woman, Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. Listen to me. I know, listen. I know a lot of people in the church. We just virtue signal. We preach this in an insensitive way. A lot of people in the church, and wrongly so, by the way, maybe are battling with some vices of their own. Pornography, lying, maybe even stealing, fornication. The fact that you have not felt that particular temptation doesn't make you better. All have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. So it is not a matter of virtue signaling, but I am letting you know, when the devil begins to lie to you, that because of the legitimacy of your feeling, because you really feel it and others don't understand, therefore it is right, you are in trouble. Because that was exactly what happened to the angels. They saw the daughters of men. In fact, it was not rape, it was mutual. They fell in love. But when you are strayed from purpose, it is still wrong. Are you getting what I'm saying? And so when Paul is talking about this, he says women living the natural use of the body. There is something called natural use. Even if God did not categorically say it, by saying the provisions that he put in place, you can know. By natural design, can I talk to you? There are parts of a woman's body that have natural lubrication. God is telling you that is the proper place to insert the SIM card in marriage. If Adam and Steve start using Vaseline, where God did not put natural lubrication, even medically, you know, there are some things that they will not publicize because there's an agenda. But go and check, it's a fact. The rise in HIV in the US came from same-sex marriage. Because if I explain the science, you will not like it. But the blood vessels in that place, you are not supposed to be putting, nothing is supposed to be entering there. See, let me tell you something. The reason I'm teaching this thing raw is because the things that we're ashamed to talk about in church, the devil is educating people.